Testing 1, 2, 3, test it. Oh, I'm going to have a bloody glass of water. Oh my God, we're on it. Oh, sorry about this. Oh my God, I've cocked it up again. Anyhow, before Karl Dixon waffles on and talks a load of old twaddle, I must tell you that the Luxury Biographies I had. It was absolutely wonderful and illustrated folk with wonderful watercolours. The story was hand-drawn by a professional calligrapher, and by Jove that it was case-bound in leather. Absolutely wonderful. Well done to that Karl Dixon. Bloody good show.
The idea I had was really quite a simple one. It all started off when I was trying to think of an unusual birthday gift for my daughter who was just turning 18. And I'd done the limo trips for her and the birthday parties and all the other sort of things that you would sort of do. And I was looking for something different. So one day she was in my studio. She used to work for me on a Saturday morning. And she was doing some colouring, and I was going through the storage cabinet, and I found these sheaths of paper. And on them I'd done something I'd completely forgotten about. I'd written a children's book called My Funny Dad. And as I flicked through that book, it occurred to me that this was about me and my daughter, the one who was about to turn 18. So I thought, what an unusual gift idea that would be if I redrew it, illustrated them all by hand, watercolour illustrations, had the lettering done, hot pressed onto the back of the page, bound up in a nice little binder, and presented to her on her birthday. And that's exactly what I did. So every night I went into the office late at night, and I worked through, and I got the pictures done and all full colour, packed it with all sorts of details that were personal to her, about things like a chicken business that she ran when she was a little kid, and the things she used to say and the phrases that we had together, all worked out absolutely perfect. And I packed these pictures, I crammed the pictures with as much detail as possible. I finished it, I took it to the printers. They did the lettering and they hot pressed it onto the back, so when you flicked it over you had a page of writing, page of artwork, flick it over again, page of writing, page of artwork, all the way through right to the end. That was then bound together, put in a box and given to her. And when I saw her on her birthday morning, gave her the gift, she had no idea what she was getting, but I gave her this gift, and I just put a little bit in there. It was still called My Funny Dad, but the bit of writing I put inside was, to my little girl, from your funny dad. And she would forever remember that tale. So no matter how old she is, whether I'm alive or shuffled off my mortal coil, she will always be able to look back at that story and think, that was me and my dad. So I thought, it started making me think after a while, I wonder what that would be like for very, very wealthy people who, let's face it, have everything they want. Wouldn't it make the ideal and most personal gift for a wealthy person? So your mind starts to turn, the cogs are going around and around and around. And I thought, what a great idea. And then I hit upon the idea of maybe it would be a great idea to put it into a TV programme. It would sate the unbelievable passion that the public has for wanting to know more about the lifestyles of the rich and famous. It would give the rich a chance to tell things from their side, or maybe the infamous. What about Jonathan Ross? Surely wouldn't he love to tell you his story from his side? So it could be controversial, it could be entertaining, and on top of it all, I'm interviewing them, gleaning their life, filling these pages packed with all the memorabilia of their memories, of their lives, the things they've done, the things they've said, and then put it into a book and present it to them. And at the end of the show they have a bit of a chat with the cameraman, me not involved, and they talk about the process and they talk about the story, and whilst they're doing that, maybe you could overdub the pictures so as whatever part of their story they're talking about, the relevant picture comes up. And I think it would make for very entertaining TV. But also the camera would get a chance to look over my shoulder and see the process that I actually go through. And that would be a great learning curve for any trainee cartoonist, trainee artist, someone who would love to be in the business, can actually see it being done. But it would also be fascinating for just people who just want to watch. I know this to be a fact because when
Okay, you forgot to mention you're also doing versions of people's pets. My owner's rich, but he won't buy me. He's too bloody mean. He'd be found dead on a pay-as-you-leave bus.